It might be hard to see, but I'm at a just a city park in Reading, and that is in the background. You can see it kind of glimmering a little bit. That is the mighty Sacramento River, and this is its point of origin here in Reading, in Shasta County. It starts at the dam, the Shasta Dam, just upstream from here. I got this camera way on zoom. Let me pull back so you can see the park a little bit. They got something going on. I don't know what these tents over here are set up for, but have something going on here. Just another crowded Northern California park, as you can see. Just one of many. This park goes for a long way. It's a big old park. It's called Lake Park or River Park. But anyhow, that is, believe it or not, I'm just not going to walk all the way down here to show you the river, but it's there, believe me. So I just, the last thing I was talking about was these Corker and Flake idiots. That, them calling Trump's policies and his followers dangerous to democracy. And then did I ever hear a peep from these idiots about the 2008 bailout where 90+% of the American people were opposed to it? And he wants to lecture us on democracy. Oh my God, help us. I mean, the mainstream media just, John McCain could do no wrong, even though he's intimate, in his own words, intimate. He knows the terrorists intimately. But he's just a hero, even though he was captured in the Vietnam War. And according to some people, I'm not going to get into it. Okay, I'm not into besmirching people's character. All I know is John McCain has some big issues with reality and morality, okay? And just to focus, he's just such a hero, even though we lost that war, by the by, okay? The Vietnam War, ask anybody, okay? That's one we had to pull out of in a very hasty fashion. That was one of those dubious wars that have gotten going since the assassination of JFK. So, anyhow, I mean, to me, the irony is it's a delusional display of madness. It's a macabre perversion of reality. And that's the kind of stuff the mainstream media is into. And, all the blood is on their heads. Is what they're pumping up this idea that Trump supporters are fascist and all this crap that makes no sense at all. It's utter nonsense. The contrary is true. The irony is palpable. It's macabre irony that these people are gaslighting. They're doing the things they accuse others of doing. And this, if you look into it, is this is their play. Okay, this is what they do. Who is this guy? I can't remember the guy's name right now. A lot of distractions, a lot of cars driving around all around me, guys skateboarding behind me. But who was the guy everybody knows that tells people, look, this is the rules for radicals, whatever his name was, that guy that wrote the book Rules for Radicals. And he tells people, look, this is what you do. The same things that you want to get away with doing. It's kind of like this George Soros character. So the things you want to be a fascist, then what you do is you call those that oppose you fascists, okay? So that's what it's going on here. It's psychological warfare. It's cuckoo land. It's madness. And we got this one idiot that was at the White House, and he calling Trump, he's such an idiot. I mean, he says, Trump is treason, Trump is treason. I'm like, what in the hell? This guy is like mind controlled. Yeah, MK Ultra or something, man. This guy's on acid or something, man. He's high. Maybe they shouldn't have legalized pot, Something's wrong with that freak, okay? Because he's calling Trump a treason. I mean, treason is not a noun, okay? The guy has not even a 6th grade education, apparently. But he's throwing confetti in the air and making us shouting at Trump. And, I mean, the stuff that man's had to go through, okay, for we the people is just, it's commendable to say the least. Very commendable. Okay, the guy could be living the life of Riley the rest of his life, and he's doing this for us. Us doesn't mean some. He's not an elitist. I don't care how much money or money you don't have. I've seen poor people that were elitists, okay, because somehow they think they win from keeping minimum wage low. They think that's that's good. That's good for business. And, they're not, how are you going to get a job if you want to charge what, minimum wage used to be 50 years ago? I mean, that ship sailed, man. Don't ever think you're going to catch up there with the buying power that minimum wage had 50 years ago. Right. You see? Poor people can be elitist, and rich people are not necessarily elitist, okay? So we've got a serious situation here, and we all just have to put our thinking caps on and figure out what the hell is best in order to extricate ourselves from this mess. And I believe Donald Trump is doing that, okay, for us, we the people, not we some of the people, we all the people. He gives a damn. I believe that. He wants to be a great figure in history, and he's doing very well to enter that category, I believe. Okay, but remember, nobody's getting nothing done without God's help. It's all God's help doing this thing. Okay, I hear Alex Jones. I love the guy. I mean, I respect and admire anybody that's out there sticking their neck out, and their lives are in danger. All these journalists and reporters, they get killed all the time. But this idea that because something is popular, okay, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. Okay, that something's popular, but I'm just saying it's not always the best litmus test, the best metric, the best gauge, because let's remember that a lot of evil clowns were popular in history, and Hitler is a prime example of that. Okay, so I don't want to go on and on about this, but just being popular does not mean you're always right, and unless I'm giving glory to God, I'm not worth crap. I'm nothing on my own. I'm just another sinner. Okay, that's what we all are. We're all sinners. Okay, but the difference is that we're all sinners, but we're not all wicked and evil. Okay, and we have a line that we've drawn in the sand. We say, no, then I'm compromising my soul. I'm compromising my integrity. I'm compromising my honor. I'm compromising my conscience, and I'm not going to do it. So, that's most people. And most people are good and decent. We are good and decent people. Okay, and God is behind us. If you're a good and decent person that's willing to share all the things you want for yourself with other people, okay, that's it. We could have such a superfluity, such an excess, such an abundance of everything that we need and want. All of us could have it. Free, clean energy, all this stuff that they call disruptive technology, all that suppressed clean energy technology that's out there. I mean, the next time Al Gore starts bringing up climate change and how you're responsible because you have a carbon footprint, change the subject, okay, to the disruptive technology. Point out that, look, by now we could have miniaturized hydrogen production and have a little unit you put under the hood of your car, and now it goes 100 miles on a gallon of water instead of gasoline. But of course, we know that's not music to the ears of the oil companies. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is logical, it's mathematical, it makes sense, it's reasonable. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, so that's disruptive technology. That's one example of it. Okay, so we got to get real, folks. We got to get honest. I don't care to be popular. He's popular. God is popular. I'm not religious because I'm talking about God. I may be cosmic. Everything's cosmic. Everything's a miracle. I mean, my existence, your existence, our existence is a freaking miracle. It's awesome. I love just to exist, just to be alive, to experience reality as a human being and to be a part of something cosmic through God. Screw religion. Who cares about that? But we care about things like morality and ethics. These things they supersede religion. Religion, we don't need that. Jesus himself, I mean, he was accused of being religious. Like, dude, who cares? If religion is bad, I'm not it. Okay, I'm not legalistic. I'm not into a bunch of rituals and crap to prove, that I'm a religious person, okay? Because religious people are often some of the most evil people. They think they can do stuff because God's behind them when he's not. They don't know him. It's like it's written in Isaiah, these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. And Jesus said in that day, Okay, many are going to call on me, say, Lord, this and that, save me. I did this and that for you. And he'd say, away from me, evildoers, I never knew you. So it's so important, like I was talking about earlier, is that our hearts are right, that they're in line with God's. We're on the same page, that we have a meeting of mind literally with our owner, our creator, in the attributes, the credos, the philosophies, the belief systems we choose to embrace should always be, first and foremost, approved from on high, approved by God. Okay, so I want to get into a few of the thoughts from this previous week because I didn't have a lot of current events that I wrote down from this past week. But then we got the tractor going back and forth, making a bunch of noise. Sorry about that. Although you could easily find countless honest mathematicians that will indeed confirm that 2 + 2 = 4, nevertheless, you could also find, with some difficulty, a handful of individuals professing to be mathematicians that say, no, 2 + 2 does not equal 4. It means what I say it means, and I can shift my answer at will. Of the two types of mathematicians, the latter is the one, unfortunately, that rules over us. Right. The liar. The one that's willing to compromise their integrity, their soul. They don't value these things. They don't see them as relevant. The honesty, the honor. Okay? They see that as, I don't care. All I care about is right here and now. Just my temporal welfare. And that's it. I just want to be rich, powerful. I want to keep my lot in this world. And I'll cut anybody's throat that gets in my way. So in that case, the house, okay, the metaphor for the house getting in my way is you and me. It's we the people are in their way. That's why they want to get rid of over 90% of us according to their own writings, according to the Georgia Guidestone. So wake up, smell the steaming, rotten pile of dog excrement. Okay, let's get it together, folks. You know, awaken, O sleeper. Okay, that's what I have to say to the public. Let's get with it. Let's get on the ball. Let's confront it. Okay, because there's no way we're ever going to extricate ourselves unless we act as the hands and feet, eyes and ears on the ground for God, for our owner. This is the commission. This is the compunction. This is the compulsion that we should feel as children of God, wanting to do the right thing, wanting to receive approval from on high, wanting to attain true, lasting, or eternal happiness. Okay, and all the components, all the elements, all the facets thereof that go into being truly happy, the contentment, the full freedom, the peace, the security, the prosperity, all those things he is the grantor of. Remember, he gave you every breath you breathe came from above, came from on high, came from our owner, the Creator God Almighty. And we should all remember that. Keep it in our pipes and smoke that constantly, you know. To the naked eye, we are humans, basically just passing through this human existence on Earth as we know it. Do we really need a miscreant gaggle of thugs and a-holes dictating our brief, quote, reality to us? Well, as you can tell by the tone of my voice, I strongly contend no, we don't. For all intents and purposes, the individuals in control of our cost of living are the privatized IRS representatives. That's what it comes down to. It says, well, you're not going to have a roof over your head. I mean, could anything be more onerous? Could the IRS ever be more onerous than the guy that holds the power to take the roof out from over your head? Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Yet, do they get any blame? No, oh, they're private, so it's not governmental. They don't do it. What's the difference? The effect is the same. Burden is burden. Like Shakespeare said, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Burden by any other name would stink as bad, okay? There's no difference. The cost of living is a tax. Make no bones about it. Get that straight, please, everybody. I'm sorry if I sound arrogant and brash, okay? But I want more people. I want to hear more people talking about this fact. Fact, 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 fact. It's math. It's reason. It's logic. It's honesty. It doesn't even involve intellect. But you've got to step outside of the box and understand you've been trained to believe other stuff. Otherwise, like a good little minion, a good little biological automaton. In the image and likeness of your masters, they're miserable. Money masters of misery. They want you to think it's innocuous. Oh, it's just so innocent. Oh, it's just to facilitate exchange. Nothing wrong with money. It's how you spend it. All this crapola. Never educating people about inflation, yet I could explain it to a child. A child would understand the rhymes and reasons why you define progress, economic progress, as a declining cost of living, declining burden. But yet I don't hear anybody talking about it but me. Let's talk about it. Even though I know people understand this stuff, let's hear you talk about it. Let's hear Alex Jones guests talk about this stuff. Bring it up. Bring it up. Okay? These are special interest groups that collude against the welfare of the people at large. All the people as a collective. Okay? Because if your business practices raise my cost of living, there's no reason in the world why anybody should be for them. Okay? If it's good for half the public and it's bad for half the public, it's bad all the way